So now we want to check to see if the top has any common factors, and it does. Each one of these has an x plus 6 to the third. So I'm going to take out an x plus 6 to the third from both of them. They also have a 2 in common, like that 4 could be 2 times 2, so I'll take out that as well. They also have an x in common, at least they each have at least one x in them. So this is my greatest common factor, and I'll factor that out of both of these terms. So if I factor out this, I factored out the 2, I factored out the x, I factored out x plus 6 cubed, so that'll just leave me with 1x plus 6. Here, I'll subtract, I factored out an x, so I'll be left with 1x. I factored out a 2, so I'll be left with 2, and then I factored out the entire x plus 6 cubed, so that is gone. And so the bottom is x plus 6 to the 8th, and then all you're left to do is simplify this guy a bit. So this is 2x times x plus 6 cubed, and this is going to be 6 minus x on the top, because x minus 2x is minus x. And this is x plus 6 to the 8th on the bottom. And so now you notice you have the same factor on top and bottom, so if I have 3 up here and 8 down there, they'll cancel, leaving 5 on the bottom. So x plus 6 to the 5th on the bottom. It's tempting to do something with that, but this is 6 minus x. And if this had been x minus 6, then you could have canceled one of them and let it been a negative. But we don't have that, so this is as good as it gets. And again, we're kind of doing these things like this come up in calculus, so when you get to calculus, you want your algebra to be super, super strong so that you're not learning something on the spot. You should be already comfy with manipulating these numbers so you can do your calculus later. So everything builds.